We're approaching the off-season. What is it that you're anticipating in terms of investments and potential changes you might need to make in the off-season?
Well, we don't really talk about that at all until our season is over. And right now, all the focus is on how do we beat Miami. We'd like to see a win tonight. It's been a very tough series for us, and we haven't shot well. But all the focus is on how do we beat Miami.
But the Celtics are a very talented, very experienced, but very expensive team. So I imagine that you as a co-owner are thinking about some of this, right, going into the next season?
Well, again, I don't want to use the old cliche, one game at a time. We're really thinking about how do we win this game, and then we'll sit back and reflect in the off-season. We have a fantastic staff, fantastic co-owner Wick Grossbeck leading the charge, and we'll figure out what our next steps are as soon as this season's over. But we've had a fantastic season, and hopefully we can make history and win 4 in a row here against Miami. Miami's playing very, very well. Fantastic job they're doing. We just got to hit some shots, and hopefully the ball will fall in for us tonight.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to see how that pans out. Steve, you and I are going to speak tomorrow on a panel talking about global sports and really the role that we're seeing sovereign wealth play, institutional funds play. Do you think this is all good, all of this money that is flowing into global sports? Is it good for the fans? Is it good for the investors?
I think it's great for everybody. Sport programming, especially the global sports like soccer/football and the NBA, are really one of the few things left where it's must-see TV and aggregates a lot of eyeballs. So live sports programming is a crown jewel of most broadcasters' empire. And so the rights have been going up. What's really happened, we bought the team about 20 years ago, and 20 years ago there wasn't streaming. There basically was on cable and regional cable. The whole world's changed now. The sports have globalized, and the technology has changed it dramatically, as you're seeing on Twitter, Facebook, all the social media, Instagram. So sports has become central, and it's one of the few things that can attract hundreds of millions, if not billions, of fans when you look at the World Cup and you look at the Premier League, Serie A, all the soccer teams, the NBA. The NBA was actually very early in globalizing. I know David Stern was criticized by many for coming to Europe and Africa and all the places 15, 20 years ago, but now that's really borne fruit. There's over $1 billion of revenue coming in from international rights for the NBA.
Do you think that is contributing then, all of those factors that you just mentioned, to skyrocketing valuations that we're seeing?
Absolutely. Television revenue has gone up 5 or 6-fold, and is expected to go up again now because of the voracious appetite for this programming.
But how will then that affect who's actually coming in and buying some of these teams? As we mentioned, we're in Qatar, which this country is considered buying a team in and of itself. I mean, what do you think from a sports fan perspective, what that's doing?
Well, I don't really think it affects the fans as much. The more that's invested in the sport is better for the fans. The NBA is pioneering, looking at 3D applications, how you have a better fan experience, different television angles. You can get different views from the baseline. So you're seeing this technological revolution powering the fans. And then in stadium is also incredible with giant jumbotrons, and there's not a dull moment. If you went to a Celtics game 25 years ago, there was dead silence at the quarters, and you'd hear a buzz of the crowd talking. Maybe there was an organ there. Now it's non-stop activity. So both on television programming and in the stadiums, there's been great technological change, and it's been a great experience for fans. And fans can get closer to the players because they can communicate directly through Twitter, Instagram, and all the social media that's out there now today.